and I don't want to promise anything, but I think we might have some magic moments with this little youngster soon, in the next few minutes. Already we have, but just the behavior earlier, the way that little one was aware of us, and if the mother stays as relaxed as she is, and she certainly is, then I would watch the space a little bit. You can't tell me that that's not endearing. He's busy chewing and playing with the stick, not even chewing it. That's what the mum broke off. She's busy eating the branch there in the foreground, as you can see. She would have used the tusk, actually, while we can see the tip of that tusk. Look at her right tusk. When she now she's going to turn, but it's got a groove in it. Shows us that she's a right-tusked elephant. Call it a right-handed elephant if you want in human terms. But yeah, she broke off something, and the little one is now learning about it by sort of looking at it itself. That's just magic. Oh, look at the head up, the foot up, showing its alertness. Sticking close to mum as well. Oh. Of course, a very, very close bond, as you can probably imagine, between mother and calf. Look at that, it's going to suckle. In so many aspects. Hey! Still very aware of us. The mother's pretending sort of indifference mostly. But the youngster certainly is a bit curious. And I think the youngster is hungry as well. It wants to suckle. I was watching the other calf just now a bit further back, was busy suckling. Again, just out of interest, elephants use the mouth when they suckle. They don't use the trunk. Especially in the beginning days when they're very, very young. Now again, this one, oh, it's always difficult to say exactly, but probably 2 months maybe, between 2 and 3 months I would say. But the first few weeks after birth, that trunk literally is useless. It's just flopping around like a little worm. And they use the mouth to suckle, same as when they drink water. They don't drink it through the trunk like a straw, they just suck the water up in the trunk and then sort of blow it back into the mouth. But again, when they're that small, the tiny little ones, they sometimes, just out of lack of knowing, they try and put their mouth in the water, same as any other animal would. The instinct is still there the same way. Just looking at her eyes, this elephant's got very dark eyes, almost beautiful female. You can see she's back to eating, she's relaxed, perfect. It means the youngsters will now see, okay, mum's relaxed, maybe we can investigate our environment a little bit more, because suddenly there is something very curious around. Intelligent animals, so you can imagine something that's a little bit out of the norm, like maybe a little short Land Rover with 2 people on it, making a slightly funny buzzing noise, might be curious to an elephant. Look at that. Hey, little one. This youngster's got an amazing face. Look at it, it's got almost like wizened old lines on it already. It seems like it's an elephant that's already done a lot of living and thinking, even though it's only about, like I said, about 3 months old, 3.5 months. This is the same herd from the other day, Marco. Same ones you heard. definitely. The female back there, when she comes out, she might come and show us her ears just now. We'll see that again. She's got these two deep, like almost thumbprint type shapes in the left ear. Look at another one. And I really like this part when they really now have gotten comfortable with us. See, they're happy to eat along. There's no stress here, no worries really. It's always very special to be accepted amongst animals in terms of them just normally doing what they're doing. Elephants, often part of their normal behavior is being curious, or a white-browed robin as it's also called. Oh, look at the Ellie again. Just had the open ears again, picking up a stick that I think is actually a dead stick. But any kind of trunk exercise is good for an elephant this age. Just getting those muscles exercised and coordinated. Oh, and the robin is having a proper song. No doubt you can hear that robin is singing loud and clear. And they've got a whole repertoire of songs that they can go through, some of it just made up. They also can mimic quite a few other bird calls, so it's okay. Sorry, Mama-san. It's quite an interesting sound she actually made. It wasn't quite a trumpet, it was like a rumbling trumpet. This young elephant is coming through here. So it's probably again about a year younger than the one we were looking at earlier. It was not chasing away the drongo, that fork-tailed drongo that's following them around, but it was certainly giving some attention towards the bird life. See those very sharp little tusks, handy tool to break off branches, strip off bark, especially now in winter time. They're eating a lot more bark and sort of tree vegetation. shrubs and so forth compared to summertime when they eat more grass, because the grass is greener in summer, obviously. Not obviously, but we live in a summer rainfall area. So again, many of you are maybe newer with us. Sabi Sands Djuma Game Reserve, more specifically where we are, is in South Africa, sort of a little bit towards the sort of southeastern part of the continent, if you want, or the tip of it, not far from Mozambique, and it's a summer rainfall area. So we start getting our rain September, October really, depending.